Coming up, Congresswoman Veronica Escobar is demanding answers from Border Patrol after an agent allegedly shot and killed a family dog while entering a home. More on the letter he wrote. Then the fallout from the government shutdown continues. The Labor Department will release the jobs report for September, and we're going to show you how the unemployment rate is doing. And it looks like we're in for a cold and rainy night, Robert.
And a stormy night. KTSM has issued a weather authority alert due to the potential for very strong storms tonight and through midday Thursday. I'm going to have your detailed forecast. We're live on KTSM 9+, and your news starts right now.
You're watching KTSM 9 News First at 4. Starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to KTSM 9+, your digital newscast. I'm Monica Cortez. Well, KTSM has issued a weather authority alert due to the potential for heavy rain tonight and tomorrow morning. Let's go ahead and take a quick look outside using our tower camera. This is what we are seeing. And as you can tell, yes, we're definitely looking at partly cloudy skies. Things are definitely looking a little eerie. But when can we exactly expect that rain? Chief Meteorologist Robert Bettis is standing by.
Well, Monica, it could be a bumpy night tonight, but we want everybody safe, and the thunder showers we experienced tonight could potentially become strong. I'm looking at an atmosphere that is going to become extremely unstable, starting at about 9 o'clock tonight, give or take, until about lunchtime tomorrow. In that window, we just need to be ready. Some of the storms, even in the night, early in the morning as well, could become problematic. 65 is the temperature at the airport right now. Of course, we've been watching this Pacific low pressure system come out of California. It's a big storm and it's taking its sweet time, but it's about to pick up speed as the core of the storm sweeps into Tucson and then over El Paso starting later tonight through Thursday. And of course, it's in that window that we could experience thunder showers that could produce some brief, intense rainfall that could potentially cause some localized flooding. Here's a quick look ahead. These thunder showers will be with us until about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and then it's going to rapidly clear with chilly winds. I'm going to have your detailed forecast coming up in just a little bit. Monica.
Robert, thank you. Over to an update on a story we first brought you last week. Congresswoman Veronica Escobar now wants answers after a Border Patrol agent allegedly shot and killed a family's pet dog at their home earlier this year. Now, the incident happened on September 9th, and the homeowner says that he was fully cooperating with agents, sharing that he had secured his dog Chop in a bathroom. A few moments later, an agent entered the home, opened the bathroom door, and shot the 7-year-old Rottweiler dead. Now, according to the Congresswoman, the agent who shot the dog allegedly tried to hide his face and refused to provide his name. Escobar sent CBP officials a letter calling the incident inexcusable, writing in part, quote, "A family lost their beloved dog to the actions of a Border Patrol officer, and we are still unaware of what, if anything, the agency is doing to rectify the situation or prevent a similar one from happening again." According to Escobar, CBP confirmed to her that an investigation into this incident is underway. To read more on the story, simply head on over to KTSM.com. And an El Paso car dealership owner and 2 employees have been arrested in connection with vehicles being transferred under false or misleading circumstances. According to the El Paso County Tax Assessor Collector's Office, Perry Wolf, the owner of Car Capital, a used car dealership, along with his employees Regina Osatea and Mario Uribe, have all been arrested. The tax office says that there were alleged irregularities in vehicle sales and title transfers at the dealership. Officials say Wolf is being charged with fraudulent transfer of a motor vehicle, while Osaeta and Uribe have been charged with tampering with government records. The case remains under investigation and additional charges may be pending. In national news, as the Department of Labor is set to release its anticipated September report on Thursday, new numbers on the trade deficit are out. In today's Political Minute, News Nation's Blake Berman breaks down upcoming jobs data flowing, the record 43-day government shutdown, and the latest on the trade deficit.
The fallout from the government shutdown continues. I'm Blake Berman, host of The Hill on News Nation. On Thursday, the Labor Department will release the jobs report for September, which comes along with the unemployment rate. However, the Labor Department is also now announcing that an October report won't be released in full. It's another casualty of the government shutdown. The Federal Reserve uses these numbers for a variety of reasons, including how it might set interest rates. President Trump has been calling on the Fed to lower interest rates. Elsewhere, the U.S. Department of Commerce saying the trade deficit fell about 24% in August. The decreased deficit and imports come amid the president's tariffs on a variety of goods from other nations. Last week, the president announced a change in policy, rolling back tariffs on some popular food items. I'm Blake Berman, and this is the News Nation Political Minute.
All right, let's go ahead and take you outside using our text-off cameras. This is what we are seeing. Not a lot of traffic to slow us down. This is I-10 Loop 375. Things are moving quite smoothly in both directions, in all directions, I should say. Not a lot to prevent any kind of delays or to cause any kind of delays in this area. One more local news, 44 dogs were flown up north as part of Dog is My Co-Pilot's last flight of the year. El Paso Animal Services has partnered with the transport organization to give them another chance at finding a forever home. As we've told you before, the Animal Services says that they're facing major overcrowding, especially during intake seasons, and the organization helps create space for animals who are entering the local shelter daily. We spoke with a volunteer who tells us more about the program.
For El Paso Animal Services, we kind of have anywhere from 20 to today we have 44. So it kind of depends on how many can get on the flight, how many are picked up by the rescue partners. And then we also have OTAT West Texas, which is One Tail at a Time West Texas, that partners with us to also put dogs on the flight. So we usually average around that 60 to 70 mark in combination between the two.
Now, the dogs in today's flight were flown to Washington and Portland. El Paso Animal Services tells us some of those dogs had been at their shelter for up to a year. Well, a 16-year-old teen was arrested in connection with a shooting that killed a man and injured 3 others in Las Cruces. Coming up, we're going to go over your thoughts in today's In the Comments segment. Thank you so much for tuning in to KTSM 9+, always putting local first.
Scan to download KTSM Plus.
Welcome back, everyone. In today's In the Comments segment, Las Cruces police say they have arrested a 16-year-old boy in connection with last Friday's shooting that killed a 21-year-old man and injured 3 others during a house party. As KTSM first told you, police found 21-year-old Lance Chavez dead at a home on Bugatti Drive. 3 other victims were also shot and taken to a local hospital. The juvenile suspect was taken into custody Tuesday afternoon on the 1800 block of North Mesquite Street. He has been charged with 1 count of murder and 3 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. He has not been identified because of his age. Now, we did share the story all over social media pages, and a lot of you had lots you wanted to share. So we're going to start off with Fred Montoya de Lozano, who writes, "Pray for both families involved. We need to pray deeply for this young generation that is the enemy. The devil is leading astray." Meanwhile, David Donsky asks, "Who are their parents? We need to bring shame back badly. Maybe that may work." And James R. Jones writes, "Should go arrest the parents right along with him for contributing to the delinquency or allowing a minor to have a gun in his possession with no adult supervision." And here at KTSM, of course, we value your opinion, and we definitely want to hear more from you. So make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms to keep in touch with us through the comments. Well, up next, we catch up with former El Paso Mayor Oscar Leeser to learn more about his life story. You don't want to miss this. Stay with us.
That costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical. Easy's ours.
Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderland's only certified broadcast meteorologist.
KTSM has issued a weather authority alert due to the potential for strong thunder showers overnight tonight and through about midday on Thursday. I'm just concerned because I'm watching our atmosphere become very unstable. This is a powerful low pressure system on approach, and it could produce some brief heavy rainfall in certain areas with storms tonight. Gusty winds will follow this as we cool down when the storm passes. Take a look at the rain total so far today. Unimpressive, but we knew that today's showers would be on the light side. Not until tonight do I become concerned. 0.01 Las Cruces, 0.01 TRC, 0.03 for Deming. We haven't received anything at the actual rain gauge that measured today, though we did have a few scattered showers in El Paso County. Here are the high temperatures so far today. I predicted 65 for both Las Cruces and El Paso. We'll see if that number holds this afternoon. 66 Juarez, 67 Deming, 66 Alamogordo, 70 at the Pass, and 69 for Van Horn. We're about to get cooler tomorrow. Of course, we'll have thunder showers overnight tonight, much of our morning tomorrow. By the afternoon, the sunshine comes out, but then the chilly winds come in right behind it. So have a jacket ready for tomorrow. You're going to need it. 65 at the airport right now. Look at that dew point. That's Pacific moisture that has basically percolated in. We knew this thing was coming, and we knew that it would make it damp and chilly. I don't know what it is about humidity and cooler air that feels so shivery cold. Satellite radar composite. Now, this is a slow-moving storm with lots of moisture. That's never a good combination for just mild weather. In fact, some of our strongest storms could hit us in the fall, with October being the worst for potential strong storms. Since it's been so mild, this November is a lot like an October. So I'm a little nervous. By about 2, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to be a lot less nervous. On the satellite radar composite, most of the thunder showers right now a little bit to the west of the Deming area, up towards Silver City. These things are going to come in random waves. The energy waves will come in randomly tonight. Right now in Las Cruces, reporting thunderstorms in the area. 63 is the temperature. We've got winds at about 10 miles per hour. Here are the temperatures in your area at this time. Now, we can expect to drop down to about 49 at the airport tonight, so not a significant drop in temperature, but it will feel cold if that rain comes in. Here is your 9-hour forecast for tomorrow. I want to put in a chance of scattered thunder showers, potentially strong, up until just past 1 o'clock. By 3, I think will be sunny and windy with a high temperature tomorrow of 60 degrees, though it will feel much cooler. Allergy-wise, 9 for tomorrow, 12 then on Friday, and then Saturday coming back down to 9. Here are your low temperatures tonight. 49 for Alamogordo, 42 for Deming. We should be at 49, 50 for Juarez. Your high temperatures tomorrow. Look at the change, kind of a winter-like feel when that system comes on through. 59 Alamogordo, 59 for Las Cruces. We'll be at about 60 and 61 for Juarez. Now, coming up in just a bit, your exclusive 9-day forecast. We've got Thanksgiving Day in view. Stay with KTSM 9 News.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's time for another episode of our Walk in the Park series, where we highlight people from the Borderland who definitely have made an impact in our community. And today, we're speaking with former El Paso mayor and car dealership owner Oscar Leeser about his life. And we even talk about where the famous tagline came from. Take a look. Well, for today's Walk in the Park series, we are here with a very special guest, none other than Oscar Leeser. This is a man who has built his empire from the ground up. We are so excited to discuss everything with you. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for giving me that opportunity. It's nice being here.
We are so excited. So you're a man of true inspiration, I feel, and we kind of want to get into it, which is, okay, so what was your childhood like? Where did you grow up?
Well, I was born in Mexico and moved to the United States at the age of 9. Didn't speak a word of English. And when I went to school, they actually was really tough. Didn't know how to read English or anything. So it became tough. In the 60s, you know, there was a lot of prejudice, to be honest with you. And having to overcome that and become who I am was something that's really important. I always tell people I have some tough stories that I could share that are really sad and tough, but you put it all in a jar, shake it up, and this is what you get. And I'm very proud of who I am today.
Wow. So not only did you come into a country that you had no idea how to speak the language, you were able to overcome all of that, Oscar. And how did you even come across a dealership?
Well, it's really kind of a funny story, but when I got in the car business was a good friend of mine, became a good friend of mine. At the time, I never met him in my life. His name was Sal Frescas. And I saw an ad in the paper that said they were looking for salesmen. Being 21 years old, quite wasn't sure if they're going to hire me, so I went and did an interview. And Sal happened to like me and he said, you know what, I'll be right back. Let me talk to my manager and see what's going on. 3 hours later, she comes back and he goes, oh, I forgot. I went to lunch. I really want to apologize. He says, obviously, you can follow directions and I'm going to hire you. And that's how I got hired.
What?
Yep.
Oh my God. That is incredible. So, okay, I kind of want to ask you this question, a little more personal, which is, what would you say to someone who is also kind of struggling a little bit to just overcome their background, you know, trying to be someone in this world, and maybe they say, okay, well, I don't come from a family of money, I don't come from, you know, a rich background, I want to be someone in this world. What would you say to that?
You can try hard and maybe not be successful, but if you don't try at all, you're guaranteed failure. And that's something that's really important, something I lived with. And to this day, I have the fear of failure. So I'd go to work every day and had to do well and had to sell a car. I wouldn't go home until I did because I knew that I had to provide for my family.
So if you know anything about his dealership, I don't know if you guys remember the commercials, I certainly do. You made it so amazing by using your mom, by having her say,
my Oscar is such a good boy.
Well, it was Mother's Day and I said, you know what, I'm gonna put my mom on the TV for Mother's Day. I think it'd be kind of neat to do it. And so I put her on, and that we were going to do it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'd go back on and put me on. And I get a phone call from my dad, and he goes, your mom's real disappointed. I said, what happened? Why? He goes, you took her off the air.
Oh my God.
And I go, really? And he goes, yeah, you know, when she goes to Walmart and Target, everyone knew her, and it really made her feel good. And I said, Dad, it doesn't mean that much for me to be on there. I'm going to put her back on. And we put her back on, and it was my idea because when I was little, they'd always give me, you know, the que chulo, and, you know, he's such a good boy, and I thought, oh, that'd be great. And so we did that, and that's how we came up with that, which is probably the #1 tagline ever. I mean, everybody remembers. Everywhere I go today,
yes,
people walk up, oh, you're such a good boy. I go talk to schools, the kids, even the young kids remember it. So that was really neat, and, you know, something meant a lot to her, really became something that was very memorable in our community, and it'll always be in my heart.
Hopefully we have a lot more people that follow in your shoes. Thank you so much, Oscar. This has been such a pleasure. I learned so much from you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. And remember, just, you know, because you try hard doesn't mean you're going to be successful. But if you don't, you guarantee yourself failure. And it's important to always try.
Wow, that's incredible. And with those words, we'll be right back.
plus 60 months, no interest. There's a lot to be thankful for during the Black Friday Super Sale. On now at Furniture.
Welcome back, everyone, to KTSM 9+. Now, KTSM has definitely issued a weather authority alert due to potential heavy rain tonight and tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get straight to our chief meteorologist, Robert Bettis. Robert, okay, so everyone is already on the lookout. We're expecting to see some rain. Can you walk us through it? What can we anticipate?
Well, the specific low pressure system is on approach, and the main energy of the storm passes tonight and through midday on Thursday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's what's making me nervous. The atmosphere is going to become very unstable within the next few hours. Therefore, if the thunder showers crop up, they could really pack a punch. Brief heavy rainfall that could even cause some localized flooding. We just want to make sure everybody is safe. Here are the highs so far today. A cooler day, 65 high temperatures so far, Las Cruces and El Paso, 66 Juarez, 67 for Deming. Satellite radar composite. Now, this big slow-moving system is coming in waves, so periodically in the night we'll see some scattered showers. Many of the showers, as we've seen so far today, will be on the light side, but as we approach about 9 o'clock tonight through about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock tomorrow, that's that window of potentially strong storms that could hit us. Now, here's a quick look ahead. After about 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow, it all clears out, but we'll see chilly winds by late tomorrow evening. I'm going to have your detailed forecast all coming up in just a little bit. Monica.
Robert, thank you so much. Well, first at 4, no action was taken at a San Elizario City Council meeting last night to discuss Mayor Miguel Chacon's alleged illegal, unethical practices related to release of city data, orders to city staff, and procurement practices. Now, as we first told you on KTSM.com, San Eli City Council listed the topic as an item of discussion during last night's meeting. However, City Council did not discuss it. And according to El Paso Matters, an incident is the subject of a criminal investigation by an outside agency that hasn't been identified. Mayor Chacon told El Paso Matters that the investigation involves a now fired city employee whom Chacon said was creating false documents in response to open record requests. During a meeting earlier this month, the City Council voted to exclude the mayor from a closed session discussion about a grievance that the former city employee had filed against the city. This is, of course, a developing story, so make sure you're visiting KTSM.com for more updates. And an El Paso car dealership owner and 2 employees have been arrested in connection with vehicles being transferred under false or misleading circumstances. According to the El Paso County Tax Assessor Collector's Office, Perry Wolf, the owner of Car Capital, a used car dealership, along with his employees, Regina Ozaeta and Mario Uribe, have all been arrested. The tax office says that there were alleged irregularities in vehicle sales and title transfers at the dealership. Officials say Wolf is being charged with fraudulent transfer of a motor vehicle, while Ozaeta and Uribe have been charged with tampering with government records. The case remains under investigation and additional charges may be pending. And Las Cruces police say that they have arrested a 16-year-old boy in connection with last Friday's shooting that killed a 21-year-old man and injured 3 others during a house party. As KTSM reported, police first found 21-year-old Lance Chavez dead at a home on Bugatti Drive. 3 other victims were also shot and taken to a local hospital. The juvenile suspect was taken into custody Tuesday afternoon on the 1800 block of North Mesquite Street. He has been charged with 1 count of murder and 3 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. He has not been identified because of his age. Well, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is asking North Texas law enforcement officials to investigate organizations he says are masquerading as courts to enforce Sharia law. Now, the memo follows up on his proclamation from Tuesday declaring the Muslim Brotherhood and the city on American Islamic relations, foreign terrorist organizations. Adam Schwager has more.
On Tuesday morning, Governor Greg Abbott declared the Council of American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, as a foreign terrorist organization.
We have freedom of religion. However, your religion cannot become a threat to our freedom. And Sharia law is that threat.
In his order, Abbott cites a co-founder of the Texas branch of CAIR serving a prison sentence for funding Hamas. A report from George Washington University's program on extremism calling CAIR a Hamas network, and an FBI report saying CAIR was founded as a front group for Hamas. CARE contends their organization is nothing but a civil rights group.
All the leadership of CARE are American citizens. CARE was founded in Washington, D.C., the capital of our nation.
CARE has not been deemed as foreign terrorist by the United States, and the group calls Abbott's attacks a publicity stunt.
Greg Abbott is an Israel-first politician who has spent months trying to stoke anti-Muslim hysteria and shred the First Amendment to protect the Israeli government from criticism.
Abbott's order has legal teeth. Declaring CARE a transnational criminal organization allows Abbott to tap into new powers he explained on The Mark Davis Show Tuesday morning.
It prohibits them from being able to purchase or acquire land in Texas and authorizes the Attorney General to sue to shut them down.
CARE calls Abbott's threats hollow.
Americans have the right to buy land from willing sellers wherever they want, including in the state of Texas, and no ridiculous bill can stop Americans from doing that.
The bill's author, East Texas Republican Cole Hefner, praised Abbott's order, saying the law is meant to stop extremist networks. CARE has threatened to sue if Governor Abbott tries to enforce these measures. In Austin, I'm Adam Schwager.
Well, many of the elements related to DEI in the compact are already happening or in the works on the UT campus. This happened since January of last year. Public colleagues and universities have had to get rid of DEI practices and offices because of a state law. Another state law that went into effect this year requires curriculum and degrees to be reviewed. UT Austin's President Jim Davis also announced a new core curriculum task force in October. A law that will go into effect on December 4th restricts bathrooms in universities and other public spaces based to a person's sex they were assigned to at birth. Well, after gutting hundreds of jobs at the Department of Education, the Trump administration is taking on part 2 of its plan to dismantle the federal agency. Our DC's Raquel Martin has the mixed reaction from Washington.
The Trump administration is transferring key functions from the Department of Education to 6 other federal agencies.
Eliminate the bureaucracy, the extra cost.
Education Secretary Linda McMahon says the Department of Health and Human Services, Department of Interior, and Department of Labor will manage billions in education grants to K-12 schools and colleges.
They'll go directly to the states.
McMahon insists the agencies are equipped to handle the change and will be trained by Department of Education employees to ensure a smooth transition. McMahon tells me the long-term goal is to permanently shut down the federal agency. Pointing to declining reading and writing test scores, Republican Congressman Tim Walberg, chair of the House Education and Workforce Committee, is praising the Trump administration's effort. He writes, quote, "The status quo is broken. As a result, our students have been left in the dust." Not every Republican is thrilled. Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick, co-chair of the Bipartisan Disability Caucus, expressed concern. He says the changes, without congressional oversight, could undermine civil rights protections for low-income children or children with disabilities.
Why don't they say it? They don't care about kids.
Randy Weingarten is president of the American Federation of Teachers. She says the administration's actions are illegal.
This is kind of civics 101. What Congress creates, Congress is the one that has to pull back.
AFT is among the groups suing and calling for Congress to intervene before it's too late. In Washington, Raquel Martin.
And the Trump administration has yet to explain which agencies will take control of the nation's more than $1 trillion student debt loan program. Let's go ahead and take you outside using our TechStalk cameras at this hour. We want to look at what traffic looks like. This is US 54 Trowbridge, and you can tell that things are moving quite smoothly in both directions. Not a lot is slowing us down. I-10 Joe Battle, it's a big 2 thumbs up. Well, in your consumer alert, from beef prices to turkey prices, your holiday meal will likely cost a little more this season. Nabil Ramonda takes a closer look at why and how the prices are also impacting businesses across the state.
Texans love their barbecue.
It's a religion almost in our city.
And at House Park Barbecue, they've been serving it up for a long time. This here's the oldest pit in Austin.
Barbecue is extremely important to our culture and what we do here in Austin, Texas.
Like his father before him, owner Matt Sullivan has stayed true to how things have been done here. But beef prices are one thing that have changed.
That's the main issue with the meat prices right now, is we just can't find consistency. And that's really what we want, so we know what we're going to pay for, because we don't want to rob people for meat. We should be able to afford food.
In Texas, you got to have brisket.
David Anderson, an economist with Texas A&M.
The average price is pushing $10 per pound across all cuts.
Recent droughts have contributed to higher prices, which leads to ranchers having fewer cattle. That means barbecue spots and anyone else serving up beef are feeling the impact.
You know, what can your customers pay? Can you pass on these costs?
And it's not only beef. Turkey prices are up too.
Wholesale market here at the end of October was $1.68 per pound versus 99 cents a year ago.
Avian influenza certainly playing a part.
We've got a resurgence of that's hitting turkey farms particularly hard again.
And with Sullivan serving up both, he's hoping to see those prices fall soon.
And hopefully it'll work out and go down.
And with Thanksgiving a little more than a week away, AAA says that they do expect a record-breaking travel week. According to AAA, about 5.8 million Texans will travel 50 miles or more from home during the Thanksgiving holiday travel period. This is a 1.1% increase over last year and setting a new record for the Lone Star State. This year's forecast adds nearly 62,000 more travelers compared to 2024 and is a 3.6% higher than pre-pandemic levels back in 2019. And you're soon going to add used cars to Amazon wish list. That's because Ford dealers in Dallas, Los Angeles, and Seattle will be able to sell certified used vehicles on Amazon's website. Ford and Amazon say customers can now secure financing, start paperwork, and set up a pickup time at participating dealerships. This comes about 2 years after Amazon started selling new cars with Hyundai. And earlier this week, we told you about Mexican actress Vanessa Guzman, who held a news conference to address what happened at her El Paso home last week. Well, coming up, we're going to go over your thoughts on the matter. Thank you so much for tuning in to KTSM 9+, always putting local first.
Scan to download KTSM Plus free.
details.
I'm Andy Morgan. You're watching KTSM 9 News, putting local first.
Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderland's only certified broadcast meteorologist.
KTSM has issued a weather authority alert due to the potential for very strong thunder showers later tonight, overnight, until about midday on Thursday. I'm nervous about the instability of the atmosphere and this advancing low pressure system. We just want to be careful tonight. Here are the rain totals. Weren't expecting too much last night, just light drops here and there. Not much today. On and off rain showers here or there, nothing major. 0.01 Las Cruces, 0.01 TRC, 0.03 for Deming, 0.13 up in Silver City. Nothing that measured at the airport so far. 65 is the temperature at the airport right now. We've got winds coming in about 7 miles per hour. You can feel that additional humidity because this low pressure system has pulled in quite a bit of Pacific moisture. It's that moisture instability, and then we bring through the core of the storm later tonight and through tomorrow, and that could be the perfect combination for strong thunder showers. 66 Juarez, 65 Las Cruces, 67 so far Deming, and 67 Alamogordo today. A look at the satellite radar composite. Of course, we've been cloudy for a couple of days. We'll have these little momentary slots of sinking air where the clouds will thin out a little bit, but don't let them fool you. It'll be quickly replaced by thunder showers, and these will come in waves periodically through the night tonight. Of course, the outer bands, much like a hurricane, not the same strength, but they have varying undulating waves of energy that cause these random scattered thunder showers. We can see the storms right now right around Deming, wrapping back up just to the east of Silver City right now. We've had some storms move through Las Cruces a little bit earlier this afternoon, but it could be a long and bumpy night tonight. And any one of these storms could unlock some very intense rainfall. And of course, we know that can quickly flood neighborhoods and streets. So we'll err on the side of caution tonight. Here are the temperatures in your neighborhood. Now, it's going to be a mild night, mostly cloudy skies tonight. We'll drop down to about 49 at the airport, similar in the valley this evening. Tomorrow, possible morning thunder showers. Could be a very active beginning of the day for our Thursday, but by about between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the atmosphere rapidly stabilizes. We're going to turn clear, and then here come the winds, gusting to about 35 miles per hour, and they will feel quite chilly by late tomorrow. Allergy forecast 9, 12, and then 9 in the high range each and every day. Tonight for you, Las Cruces, 48 degrees, the low temperature with that potential for strong thunder showers overnight tonight. Tomorrow, 59, your high, also thunder showers until about 3 o'clock. By 3 o'clock, it should be clear. 49, low temperature tonight at the airport. Overnight thunder showers with major waves hitting at about 9 to 11 p.m. and then again tomorrow right around lunchtime. 60, our high for tomorrow. Now, only KTSM gives you 9 full days of weather. On Friday, it all clears. Sunshine and 67 degrees. Warm winds will pop us up to 72 on Saturday, but we will turn mostly cloudy by late Saturday afternoon. Cloudy with morning showers on Sunday. High temperature 62, and then some chilly winds on Sunday as a low comes through. Next week is looking picture perfect. 71 Tuesday, 72 on Wednesday, and look at Thanksgiving Day. Could be a dream come true. Sunny and 73. No turkey in that forecast, Monica.
No, not yet. I'm excited. Thank you, Robert. Well, in today's In the Comments segment, we are talking about Mexican actress Vanessa Guzman. We told you earlier this week she held a news conference to address what happened at her El Paso home. Now, during the meeting with reporters, Guzman said that her neighbor was cleaning his gun and the weapon discharged around into the actress's home. Guzman says her son was pretty close to the bullet. It reportedly almost grazed him. Her son called Guzman after the incident happened and waited for her to fly back home. Although she considers it an accident, she says the incident still scared her and her son.
I hugged him so much. It is hard. It is hard. I know it was an accident, and trust me, but just thinking the experience, it's something that I definitely don't wish anybody to go through.
Guzman was not at home at the time of the incident as she was in Mexico City attending a red carpet event when the incident happened. We did share the story all over social media accounts, and many of you had lots of thoughts you wanted to share, so we're going to start off with Laura Favela, who says, I don't know, but her statement isn't very convincing. There's something very weird about it. Meanwhile, Frederick Mahaney says, cleaning, more like clueless regarding firearms handling. And finally, Lolly Einstein writes, she is so beautiful and an amazing actress. I cannot even imagine how she felt knowing that her son was in danger. We admire you, Vanessa, and so glad your son is okay and that you live in this city. God bless you. And here at KTSM, of course, we value your opinion. We want to hear more from you. So make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms to keep in touch with us through the comments. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Today we're with Dr. Aaron Poole, OBGYN and maternal fetal medicine specialist at Las Palmas del Sol Healthcare. Dr. Poole, what makes a pregnancy high risk and how is care adjusted for that sort of thing?
A pregnancy is considered high risk for both maternal and fetal conditions, and sometimes a little bit of both. So maternal conditions like hypertension, diabetes, fetal conditions like fetal anomalies, and then as far as those things together, we have to work together to make sure we get the best outcome possible.
What kind of people do you bring into your team when you're managing those high-risk pregnancies?
We use a wide spectrum of specialties together to get the best outcome. We use cardiologists, endocrinologists, geneticists, the neonatology team, and multidisciplinary planning to make sure we're all prepared.
And let's talk about early intervention. How does that impact a high-risk pregnancy?
With early intervention, we can make the best outcome and optimize maternal health. We can optimize their diabetes. We can prepare the team for what may come for both the mom and the baby.
All right, Dr. Poole, thank you very much. For more, you can always visit LasPalmasDelSolHealthcare.com to find a specialist near you.
Wellness Wednesdays.
Federal Credit Union location. Also available on KTSM.com.
Here is a last look at the forecast. We could face potentially strong thunder showers later tonight, overnight, and through about midday on Thursday. By 1, 2 o'clock on Thursday afternoon, I'm going to feel a lot more relaxed as the atmosphere restabilizes, leaving us with a beautiful Friday at 67. 72, we're going to cloud up on Saturday, and then we'll have another chance of showers on Sunday with a high of 62 degrees. And by the way, so far, Thanksgiving looking really good. 73 and sunny. Yeah, yesterday I went 62, thought it would be a little cooler. Andy said no, can do. Okay, Andy, get what you want.
Well, hopefully it stays that way. Thank you, Robert. Check this out, guys. Cinemark is bringing the magic of Oz to theaters next week for the highly anticipated premiere of Wicked for Good. It's happening this Friday. Fans of the movie will be able to celebrate with special screenings, themed food, drinks, merchandise, and so much more. Now, if you like movie theater popcorn, you can actually get pink or green edible glitter added to it. And if you'd like an adult beverage, they have iconic pink and green drinks, complete with collectible cups. They also have Wicked themed popcorn buckets. Man, they're really going all out on this, huh?
I understand that if you really like Wicked, KTSM is the station to watch tonight because NBC is airing that. Is that what I'm understanding? Yeah, the movie Wicked. In fact, our news will be going on a little bit later after it, but
because of the movie.
Yes, but
nice.
I mean, how many stations are showing you?
I love it. I'll be.
Can I have unlimited access to the butter dispenser?
Really? No butter for me. I don't like butter in my popcorn. No, I know.
I'm sorry. I don't know you.
I'm sorry. I'll do the glitter, though. I'll definitely do the glitter.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to KTSM 9 Plus. I'm Monica Cortez. 9 News Now with Estela Casas is up next.
Hair and